Welcome back to Poetry and Police. Welcome back to the channel. As usual, before I go any further, big up all the police officers in Jamaica. Shout out to all the good law-abiding citizens in Jamaica. Shout out to the teachers. Shout out to the JDF members, the doctors, the firemen, the correctional officers in Jamaica. Big shout out. Shout out all who no mention, shout out to no. Once you're a part of the Jamaican society, once you're a law-abiding citizen in Jamaica, and a person who has knowledge of your civic duties and understand that the civic duty of all citizens in Jamaica is to help to uphold the law of the land. You understand me, people? Respect. Respect everybody. It's all about respect. Respect to the fullest. Alright, now, I have been beating this topic for the past few weeks. Now, when I say beating this topic, the topic of mental illness in Jamaica, because the authorities in Jamaica does not seem to take this thing serious. And even after incidents on top of incidents on top of incidents with so-called mad people on the streets in Jamaica who are violently attacking people and causing harm to people and even death in some circumstances to people, that nothing is still not being done about the situation. Is that nobody's stepping on this thing to try and remove these people from the streets or cause them to be put in the right place. In recent time, in the weeks, previous week, a madman attacked a police officer in a Yuatan police station, and as a result of that, the policeman threw out in the attack against this madman. An innocent woman was killed in the process. Now families are mourning the loss of a woman, right? All because of a man of unsound mind, alleged to be of unsound mind. Now, people, in Montego Bay, St. James again, a man in a wielding machete, a man who's alleged to be of unsound mind again, attacked 2 police officers who had to fire shots at that man. And now, I am happy that he did not lose his lives, or any of the police officers did not lose their lives, or any bystanders were shot again. So the only thing positive from the situation is that nobody was killed this time and nobody was injured this time in the whole ordeal. Now, the man was subsequently arrested, people. Subsequently arrested and placed before the court. You know, he was charged for assault at common law. I don't know what these judges are thinking in Jamaica, or what is the authorities thinking, that there's not a procedure. There's no protocol to follow when it comes to mad people. It's like nobody in Jamaica don't know if you deal with mad people. Because here it is, people, that a sitting judge, I'm going to call her name Keisha Grant Price. Understand me? I can understand that a man come before the court for allegedly attacking the police with machete. And this man was granted bail by the sitting judge. My question is, people, I cannot understand beyond a shadow of a doubt that bail should be granted to a man who's alleged to be of unsound mind, a man who had attacked armed police officers, is placed back in society, is put back on the street on bail until on bail for him to get psychiatric evaluation. People, I walk one in Jamaica, the tail I walk the dog or what? To my knowledge, this is not the way it is. Let me tell you something, people. I arrested a madman once, an alleged madman. And this is the reason why he was arrested. The man, it was the Hurricane Ivan in Jamaica. And I went to the Huntsby police station to pick up some food for the police officers in Seaview Gardens. It was the storm and it was raining. And I drove the police jeep into the Huntsby police station. I parked the jeep right in the police station at the gate. And I left the jeep running. The other police was in the jeep, but he walked out, left the jeep, while I went to pick up the food inside. And I can remember when I reached the gate of the Huntsville police station, I saw this man, and he never appeared to be mad to me, but he said to me, "Officer, can you give me a ride to Portmore?" I said, "No, I don't work in Portmore. I can't go to Portmore." So I parked the Jeep in the yard and went to the station. By the time I came back out people, there was the Jeep heading down Marcus Garvey. It is a funny one. The man jumped in on the Jeep and drove off the Jeep from the police station. And we did not know which direction he turned, so units went Spanish Town Road, downtown side, and I went to the Portmore area because we get information say it was seen heading toward Tinsipen like it was going to Portmore. So we went to the Portmore area, and then units from Portmore get involved, and the police Jeep was spotted in Brayton, Portmore. We intercepted the police Jeep in Brayton, Portmore, and the man jumped out of the Jeep and ran into a yard. Now, we cordoned off the place, and he was caught and arrested. Only to hear from his family that he's of an sound mind. Right, people? Not a violent man, but they said he's not the violent type, but he's of an sound mind. So I arrested him for stealing the police vehicle. Right, people? Brought him before the court, and the judge did not grant bail, which is supposed to be the case in this case with the Machete, Wielding, Madman. The judge ordered psychiatric evaluation of the man to determine if he was fit to plea and to determine if he was indeed suffering from madness or some psychological issue. In the end, it was proven that he was suffering from some kind of psychological issue. So there he was recommended to be sent to the mental facility where he would get the help that he wanted. That is how the case is supposed to be handled, people. And that was not a violent man. But this man who attacked police officers, armed police officers, if this man can attack armed police officers, can you imagine what he can do to regular civilians on the street? And this judge gave this man bail, even though it's alleged that this man is of unsound mind. This man attacked police officers with armed police officers with machete. The judge gave him bail to go back on the street. He was supposed to be remanded into custody he was supposed to be remanded into custody and psychiatric evaluation ordered. A social worker is supposed to come in. And he's supposed to stay in custody until a decision or the result of the psychiatric evaluation comes out to determine if he's of unsound mind or not. Which will come back to the point, is he fit to plea or not? And if his psychiatric evaluation comes back that this is not a madman, he's fit to plead, then he will plead guilty or not. And if he plead not guilty, he will go to trial. If he pleads guilty, then the judge will make a judgment. But if he said that he's of unsound mind, then he will be, technically convicted, because guess what now? It is immaterial for him to plead because he's of unsound mind. And he will be sent to a mental facility where he will get the help that he needs to get. People in Jamaica, the regular people on the streets, does not care about mental health illness in Jamaica. It is not a priority in Jamaica. And people are not thinking along the line that mental illness is one of the things that is causing problems in Jamaica with people on the streets. Because most of these Jamaicans are going through stress and trauma. And it's a form of mental illness. And nobody's taking hold of these things. I'm yet to see the government step down upon this. I am here to see the government step down upon this and ensure that actions are taken in this department. And I believe that it is now, Mr. Commissioner, where we see now that two instances now, Commissioner, where the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force lives have been put in danger by an alleged person of unsound mind wielding a machete. There are incidents I know of where a policeman lost both of his hands. In an incident with a man of unsound mind, he lost both of his hands because he did not want to shoot. These are the things that we need to we need to focus on sometimes in Jamaica. We need to remove the mad people off the streets. We need to find ways to deal with these people who are alleged to be of unsound mind, because they are a danger to the society and they are a danger to themselves. And their families do not care. So the government has to care. Commissioner, I think, sir, that you should know as a result of this is send a detailed report to the Minister of National Security with proper recommendations as to how we move forward in this situation. How do we finally move forward to deal with these people in our society, because they are already in the society. We cannot get rid of them like that. We have to deal with them because they are here. And as long as they are putting other people's lives in danger, then we have to move them from the streets. The incident could have caused the lives of police officers. It could have caused the lives of the said man. And it could have caused the lives of innocent bystanders like the lady in Yuatan, whose family is now mourning because of the actions of a madman that result in the actions of a policeman that resulted in the death of this woman. When are we going to open our eyes and to see in Jamaica that mental illness is a sour point? When are we going to take this by the head, Mr. Prime Minister? Opposition leader, I'm asking all of these people who are in charge, the doctors in the especially the ones at the Bellevue Hospital, what are we going to come up with to deal with these mad people on the streets of Jamaica? What are we going to do? How are we going to prevent these things from happening? Are we going to take all of these people and find a place to put them so they can get the right treatment, so we can stop the losing of lives of innocent people on the street by these so-called mad people? And I cannot understand, for the love of God, why would a judge, a sitting judge, a knowledgeable judge, grant bail to a man who is suspected to be of unsound mind, a man who attacked police officers, armed police officers, and caused gunshots to be fired? Why was bail granted to this man? That is the question that I am asking. I am asking that question. Why was bail granted? This man supposed to be kept in custody, remanded in custody until his psychiatric evaluation has completed. No, I don't know. This judge is acting backwards. I have been to court on many occasions, and I've seen the decision of the court, and it has never been in this fashion. It's always remanded in custody until psychiatric evaluation is done. Now, I don't understand why this judge released this man on bail to get psychiatric evaluation. It does not work that way. I don't know what reason or what the judge has to justify this backward action, but releasing the man on the street could cause danger to other people's lives and even to himself at this moment in time. It is time we get hold of this problem once and for all. The government need to lobby people to get help to deal with this problem in Jamaica. It's a pressuring one. And it's a one that has caused the lives of many Jamaicans, including police officers, including the alleged mad people themselves.